Hello, hello, and hello to all of my Taurians. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your Motivational Monday reading. This reading is for the 12th of June through the 12th of July. Taurus, let's go. I'm talking to you if you have Taurus anywhere in your birth chart, not just your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, but anywhere in your birth chart, Taurus. Let's go. Let's see what your cards have to say. So, since I have Taurus in my birth chart, I am talking to me as well. Let's go. Let's go. Don't forget to set your intentions every single day, Taurus. Source is saying to you, first and foremost, hang in there. There could be an Aries involved because we have the Emperor card. The source is saying, hang in there. You're not delusional. You're not going crazy. You're not losing your mind. None of those things. But it's time to make some decisions. Something from your past, some past emotions that could have been overwhelming for you are resurfacing. I want you to keep in mind this, Taurus. And a lot of people don't really catch it until they're in the midst of something, right? So Pluto is currently retrograde, and Saturn is about to go retrograde, just like Neptune is about to go retrograde. But at the time of filming, Pluto is the only planet that's retrograde. Pluto is the death rebirth planet, but it's also the power and transformation planet. So source is and it's a generational planet. So everybody is breaking generational cycles, chains, and curses. You know, you're closing out things, right? And so source is saying there could be some energies from your past that, and it depends on how it's being sent across your path. It could be blowtorching you. Obviously, you know, that's not going to feel good if something is blowtorching you, telling you, leave the past behind, leave the past behind. But if it's the way that people word things, if they are in a really gentle space and they're saying, and there could also be a Pisces involved too, right? Something is saying to you, or you could have Aries or Pisces in your birth chart, but something is saying to you, you're not going crazy, you're not delusional about your path. You're going to have to start listening to messages they're coming from source. But you're going to have to start really tuning in and thanking God for your past. And really start thanking God for like those past friendships, past romantic relationships, past job situations that you were in that could have been overwhelming for you, because God really wants you to use those as a way to, moving forward, identify what overwhelms your spirit. Not for you to be stubborn and stay in that situation, stay in a job, romantic relationship, friendship, or whatever. God says now it's time to start paying attention to all the signs around you. Right? So 12, 1 plus 2 is 3. That number 12 is very powerful. The number 3, is very powerful. And anytime you see the number 3, God is saying, I want you to look at your past and take what you need from your past, but optimistically, the lessons that you learn, and optimistically move forward. Number 3s are born to inspire, right? We're not necessarily just talking about birth chart and birth number 3. Just the number 3 in general, when it's balanced out, is born to inspire, loves to learn, loves to grow, and that's the energy that God has everybody in. So source is saying, get as far away from the overthinking about the past, who hurt you, who said something, who you thought was being phony and wasn't a friend, or who, tried to play you. Sources like, get away from all of that and put all that energy, all that smarts, all that intellect. Sword energy is power and intellect. Use all that power and that intellect to create an additional stream of income for yourself, right? Everything is perfectly aligned for you. Here we have the 3 of Pentacles here. We also have the 8 of Pentacles. So God is trying to send a lot of information to you about how you can grow your money. And so your reputation, believe it or not, some of the energies from your past that you thought were running smear campaigns are not running smear campaigns. And the ones who are, they're only hurting themselves, because again, they're still your group of people who really look at you as an asset, and not a liability, right? We also have the Knight of Cups. If you, oh my gosh, if you all could see how things happen, like sometimes things will come into your life, Taurus, and get you to leave a job, finally just retire, right? If you're in your mind thinking, I worked on this job and these people have stressed me out for all of these, I put in all this energy and all of this work only for me to end up getting fired or quitting or whatever the case may be, instead of looking at it as like God is trying to move you into your new wealthy place, then somebody completely, totally missed the message that God was trying to send to you. So source is saying, I'm trying to help you get in that creative space. Remember, you guys are ruled by Venus, just like Libra is ruled by Venus. So you like the finer things in life, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. whenever I hear people say they got an issue with this person having a jet or this person having this and having that and so on and so forth, like, you can't take any of that stuff with you, right? How they got it, if it is between them and God. Really, right? So source is saying to you, move on from the past. And maybe the way that some people are saying it to you, can feel like a blowtorch, and it could get you all fired up and angry and this kind of thing. And you're like, okay, well, my heart was in it and I can't just cut certain energies off, or I can't just, I can't just move on from it. But source is saying, okay, pull your birth chart, find out what your moon sign is, find out exactly how to nurture yourself while you're healing from some things and moving on from your past. Right? Or if it's a person that's blowtorching you to move on, like, when I say blowtorching, I'm talking about emotionally draining you or bullying you or, causing you to have low self-esteem when it comes to things. Source is saying to you, it's time for you to put some people in their place and just say, listen, that's not helping me move any faster. Blowtorching me, it's not helping me at all. You can be using your fire to motivate me, inspire me, give me some mental clarity, because otherwise, if people are bullying you to move on from something and they're not offering you any mental clarity, you got to start questioning their motive. Why are you bullying me? What's your issue with the energies? There's two energies in particular from your past that source is saying move on from. I'm trying to make you very wealthy moving forward, and nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save you, because that's why some people jump from one friendship or one relationship or one job or one romantic relationship to the next, because they're looking for this. They're looking for a knight in shining armor to come save them. I hate my job, but I don't see anything. I don't see a job, popping up in my view that's going to give me something better than, what I already have right now. Well, then create space for it. Meaning, you know what? I need to take some of my energy away from this horrible job that I'm working on. I need to put some of that energy, I'm going to take all of my energy away from the horrible job. If I feel that uncomfortable, just like I got this job, I can get the next job. I'm going to put all of my energy into my new job. I'm speaking it into existence. I'm thanking God in advance for it, right? You are the power of visualization. You see yourself in a new job. You see yourself making a new salary. Same thing with friendships and same thing with romantic relationships. Any type of relationship, because everything is energy, right? So I'm taking my energy away. I'm taking the power away from the past relationships that were overwhelming for me, and coming out of the woe is me and these people played me and got over on me. Listen, if you really feel like they played you, if their intention was to play you, they played themselves. But if their intention was to love you as you love them, and you all were on two different frequencies, whether it's a friendship, agape love, or romantic, or whatever type of love, then guess what? They're moving on with their lives. You're moving on with yours, right? And so sources say, get as far away from the, overthinking something, overthinking the hurt and how people were talking about you and what their intentions were. Some people that you thought were talking about you wasn't talking about you at all. They just moved on with their lives. So here we have the Three of Wands. We also have the Seven of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and also the King of Wands. So again, King energy. Here we have, this is royal energy. Here we have the King of Swords. Somebody is now becoming more knowledgeable about their past. Somebody is saying, you know what, let me get to it. Let me stop sitting around and overthinking things that hurt me or burned me, and use my ideas to create money, create additional streams of income. I may have been in denial about myself. See, when we're talking about the Two of Swords, when we're talking about sword energy is in general, right? Because we got the Seven of Swords and Two of Swords. You can look at it as like it's two energies in particular. Somebody you could have been in love with, or somebody you could have been friends with that hurt you. But this starts from your family. This starts from your family. The overgiving starts in your family. Do you come from a family? Remember, I told you Pluto is retrograde, so a lot of childhood, ancestral, and family traumas are coming to the surface. You can look at it as two people, when you 30, 40 years old, I was married to these people, I was friends with these people, and they betrayed me, and they said or did something that was very hurtful for me. But actually it started back in your childhood or your younger adult life, from your root chakra being developed between 0 and 7, sacral chakra between 8 and 14, solar plexus between what is it, 15 and 21, and then so on and so forth. So you can look at it when, that this person did this to me and this person did that to me. But when you look at your family, you say, did I have some overgivers in my family? Did I see a lot of hurt in my own family? Because this is where the conditioning started, Taurus. Did I see a lot of hurt in my own family? Maybe there was some kind of domestic violence or whatever, and people just stayed together. They got married and they just stayed together, right? And so now you date somebody who you expect, okay, why they leaving relationships so fast? This is what I saw growing up. I saw, grandma and granddaddy fight, in the house, or mom and dad fight in the house or argue with each other, and somehow they stayed together. Okay, that was their choice, but we don't have dominion over other human beings. So if you marry somebody or you befriend somebody who is like, they leave situations, in your opinion, and remember, it's your opinion, too soon, maybe that's what maybe for them, they already committed to, I saw the same thing growing up in my family. There's no way I'm hanging around. And I'm saying, they are not a quitter. They are not, they just decided, hey, this was a contractual agreement, whether it was verbal, written, or whatever. Something was breached, and I'm moving on, right? So again, here we have the Three of Wands. And so Source is saying you have so much on the horizon that God is trying to bless you with. For you to sit in a space from the past and not even go to God and say, God, what was the lesson you needed me to learn? That's the first energy you want to start with, is God, Most High God. What did you want me to learn from this, God? Because God is trying to take you to financial independence. So somebody's going to learn one way or the other that it's all good, because it's all God. You can look at the past and say, this job that I worked for, my manager kept promising me this and promising me that, or these friends that I thought were really my friends by my definition betrayed me, or this love interest cheated on me, or whatever. That's what God is trying to get people to set very firm boundaries, right? If you step outside of that, remember, embarrassment is a choice. Your ego will cause you to go back and be vindictive towards somebody. That's trying to edge God out, because you don't believe the energy that they put out into the universe will come back to them. So again, sometimes you leave situations and you feel like, okay, this person, I want this person to go through the karma or whatever. But what if their intention was not to hurt you? And what if their intention, that's just how they were raised. That's just how they were, that's just how they were conditioned. Maybe it's a lot of situations here. The bottom line is that God is trying to make somebody very wealthy, and you can either, it's your choice. It's up to you. It's up to you. So we can ready to go ahead and close out your reading. And Sources like, get to the money. Get to the money so you can live your absolute best life. So you can live your best life. Take the blindfolds off. Stop being in denial about where all of this overgiving and nurturing insecurities and nurturing instabilities and all of this. It's so easy for everybody to say, oh, that person has mental problems, or that person, they're mentally or physically unstable. But guess what? They were the product of your decision. Some people like to say, well, people were wearing a mask. They sold this to... What happened to your intuition? What did your inner voice tell you? Sometimes your inner voice is telling you things when you first meet people. This is not your person, but people just keep on going on for whatever reason. So that's what God wants people to tune into. The Emperor card came out twice. We also have the Star card. We also have the Devil card. And then we also have the five and Page of Swords, right? Two energies in particular. Source is saying to you, make a decision. Make a decision to leave some things behind and move on with your life. Make a decision, right? Here we also have the Four of Cups. So Source has, somebody sit. See how this person is sitting around with their arms folded? That person can't even see the cup of water coming out here. Water represents creativity, joy. It represents a healthy range of emotions. You want your feelings, your sexuality, your fertility. If you're planting seeds for all of this wealth, but overthinking it, that's air. That's like a drought. Somebody could feel stumped when it comes to their money. How come my money isn't growing like I thought it was going to grow? It was already predestined for you to be wealthy coming into this body here on earth, Taurus. It was already predestined for you to be wealthy. So the only person that can stop or block that is not your ex-husband or wife, not your ex, not your parents, not your adult kids, not your boss. None of those people can stop or block what God has already predestined for you. The only person that can do that is you, by not using your sword properly, by saying, if this does not align with, if this is throws me out of alignment. Remember, we had the solar and lunar eclipse, right? That was about alignment. If this throws me out of alignment for where I know God has me going, then I need to be the person to initiate the change, right? Not just let it sit in my soil. You're a divine feminine sign, so you may be trying to grow something in soil that's not fertile. I'm having all of these thoughts about how this person hurt me from my past, or these people hurt me, because there's several energies hurt me from my past. All you need to know is that your feelings are valid. That's it. My feelings are valid. If I need to move on from something, I don't need to announce my departure. You are not an airport. You don't have to announce your departure. If you decide to move on from something, move on from it. Just move on. Oracle 28. Spirits of other worlds, tell me tales of the unknown. Tell me tales of the forbidden. Go straight to God. If you want answers, go straight to God, because the devil is trying to keep you chained to it. Trying to keep you chained to it. And I don't call people the devil on my channel, because go get a metaphysical dictionary. It's not a person. Anyway, bottom line is that Source is saying to you, the people that you're calling devils from your past, or that they were so demonic and low vibrational and so such and such, Source is saying to you, everybody's on a different frequency. Get tuned in. Get tuned into your higher frequency. Leave the past behind. Get more assertive. There we go. Positive affirmations. Positive affirmations. 41. Right. It's a pivotal point in your lives. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with this opportunity? We had a full moon in Sagittarius. We just had a last quarter moon phase in Pisces. We are winding down. We're trying to close out this cycle. This entire cycle was about adaptability. Really, the major points about learning how to adapt. And so for my fixed signs, or, it just depends on where you are in your journey, in your spiritual journey. It could be very difficult for some people. You don't want to be fixated on the past, is what Source is trying to tell you. Confidence is the key. Move forward. God, thank you. I already know what you got waiting for me, God. I'm excited about my future. I'm about to go make it happen. I'm about to go make it happen. No and, ifs, or buts about it. I'm about to go make it happen. So congratulations and kudos to you. 1010. That's right. That's your number. I am patient. Keep your thoughts positive, Taurus, and be patient as everything is working out for your highest good. Trust that your angels are working behind the scenes to help you. If God is allowing the enemy to, stir up things from your past, it's because God is saying, I'm giving you an opportunity as a co-creator in your universe to part ways with it, to detach from it, to purge all of those things, right? They're not sitting well in your spirit. Purge it so you can make room for all of this wealth I'm seeing here in your cards, and possibly taking a vacation. Somebody may be learning how to surf, which would be cool. That's what I have for you, Taurus, and I will see you all on Wednesday. Bye.